Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Ed. Carrie, nice to see you out there. Welcome. Welcome. We're back. I know we missed last week. I had some technical difficulties, so I'm glad to be back and see you guys out there that are with me live. And if you're catching this later, thank you for joining me to flow. We're going to just move through a 60-minute practice here. I've got some stuff going on in my shoulder and my wrist and my elbow and my knee on the right side. I think it's like I don't even really know what's going on there. I went to see a chiropractor and it seems to be a bit better today, but I'm just going to listen to my body. So I'll be modifying probably today. And we'll still get through a good practice, get in a little bit of sweat and some movement, and just listen to your body. Like always, challenge yourself, really push yourself out of your comfort zone, but also really listening and taking rest anytime that you need it, and not causing any pain or suffering. That's all on you, okay? Do what needs to happen for your body on your mat. We will start in child's pose. Please take your knees nice and wide. Settle back onto your heels. Just check in. Do a quick scan of your body. Bring awareness to any of those areas where there's some tightness, some discomfort. It's just about working with the body for this next 60 minutes, not fighting those areas, not trying to force anything that's not there. Also being aware that sometimes after some movement, after building some heat, that some of those areas of tightness might soften up, loosen up. Breath by breath. Just keep checking in. Take a deep inhale. A deep exhale. Then again, a long breath in. Full breath out. Take one more big breath. Spread your fingers. Press a little deeper into this child's pose. Tabletop. Lift your hands and knees. Curl the toes under. We'll move through a few cat-cows. Take a breath in. As you exhale, press the floor, round your back into cat pose. Belly button to spine. Cow, as you inhale, tailbone up, look up, pull your chest forward. With your breath, take that movement. Cat. Pressing into the floor. And cow, let the belly drop. Pull the chest forward through the arms. Let's do 3 more with breath. Cat. And cow. Nice, generous breath. Last one here, big range of motion. Scoop your tailbone down, pull your chin towards your chest. Inhale, cow, let the belly drop. Look up, point your tailbone up. Exhale to a neutral spine right here, flat back, tabletop. Deep inhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. Just feeling out the body in this first down dog. Already a bit of movement there. The breath, the movement will generate presence and awareness. What's your intention for this practice this morning or whatever time of day you're finding it? Setting that intention, bringing it into your practice. Feeling like in need of restoration. It's been a few days since I moved. I did a class on Thursday and I felt good. So getting used to getting back into the heat. We have our studios reopened here in Toronto a few weeks now. Bring your feet together, three-leg dog with the right foot up. Just really hyper aware of how different my practice can be from day to day. And really the work of not making that good or bad, just different. I'm not trying to find meaning in it all. Lift your right knee higher. Draw that right heel down. Open the side body. And switch sides. Left foot up, three-leg dog. Spread your 10 fingers. Keep really rooted through all the knuckles in both your hands. Four corners of your hands pressed down, and then opening up that left side body. Lift the knee. You can take movement in the ankle, toes. Full inhale. And then walk up to the top of your mat. Ragdoll. Feet hip distance apart. Let the upper body go. Really allow your upper body just to dangle down. Feel that space in the neck, space in the thoracic spine between your shoulder blades. I'm pretty sure a lot of the tightness in my body is coming from that guy over there on his bed. Yeah, yeah, you. I'm talking about you. He's a beast. It's 100 pounds of muscle, and he's constantly yanking on my one side, and I feel like that's caused some like chronic pain over the last 6 months of us really walking a lot. I've been hitting 10,000 steps every day. He's been doing most of them with me. And I've switched sides, walking him on my left more often now, and it seems to be getting better. So, yeah, I know you're very cute, but you're a monster. Take a breath in. Release your fingertips down to the mat. Big toes come back to touch. And on your inhale, come up to a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Do that one more time. Just taking your time here. Stretch the spine, long neck. Fold, chest to thighs. Sweep your arms all the way up. Big reach. Fold forward. Hug into your legs. Flat back. Step back, high to low plank. I'm going to be on my knees today. Just listening to my upper body. Upward facing dog or cobra. Pulling the chest forward through the arms. And downward facing dog, hips back. Take a breath in. Press the centers of your heels down. Lift up onto your toes. Let's take some movement here. Get some heat built. Bend your knees, hop or step to the top of your mat. Come up to a flat back as you breathe in. Fold. Extended mountain, sweep up. Big stretch. Fold. Flat back. Draw the pit of the belly in. Step back, high plank to low. Option to drop the knees. Elbows in tight. Upward facing dog, press the earth. Downward facing dog, hips back. Big breath in. Big breath out. Again, lift up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Step to the top. Halfway lift. And fold. Extended mountain. Go up and back. Find a little back bend here. Reach for it. Fold. Hug in. Lengthen the spine. Fill your lungs. Chaturanga Dandasana. Step back. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Up onto your toes. Bend your knees. One more step or hop to the top of your mat. Flat back. Fold. Extended mountain. Up and back. Pull in. Reach. Fold. Lengthen. And flow. High to low. Upward facing dog. Press down. Downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths. Ground through your hands and your feet. Open your eyes, your drishti, your gaze. Keep it here, focused. Breathe in. Spread your 10 toes, press them down. Feet at 12 o'clock. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down, really getting grounded through both feet. 2 more. Inhale. Press your tailbone back. Pull your belly in, lift onto your toes, bend your knees, look forward, step there. Halfway lift. And fold. Utkatasana, sit down into your seat. Stay for the breath out. Inhale, reach up, arm bones back. Exhale, fold. Chest to thighs. Lengthen the spine. Breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Step back. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Pull the chest forward. Downward facing dog. Right foot, warrior 1. Step through. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, stay in a lunge deeper. 1 more breath right here. Reach the fingertips. Chaturanga Dandasana. Step back. Lower down. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior 1. Step through. Big breath in. Lunge as you exhale. Press your feet. Lengthen the upper body. Plant your hands. Flow it out. High to low. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Long inhale. Long exhale. Lift onto the toes. Bend the knees. Look forward, step there. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair, just the breath in. Sit down, reach up. Fold. Lengthen. And Chaturanga Dandasana, flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot, warrior 1. Just the breath in. Find space, reach for it, and flow it out. You can maybe float your right toes. Upward facing dog, lift up. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior 1. Big breath, big reach. Chaturanga Dandasana, plant the hands. Move through. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. What's up, B? You're okay. You're fine. Inhale. And exhale. Full breath. Ground down. Lift up onto the toes. Bend the knees. Hopper step forward. 1 more, sun B. Lengthen the spine. Fold into your legs. Utkatasana. Sit down nice and deep. Reach up. Uttanasana. Fold forward. Stretch the spine. Fill your lungs. Chaturanga Dandasana. Step back. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Press down through your hands. Downward facing dog. Hips back. Warrior 1. Right side. Reach up. Chaturanga Dandasana. Plant your hands. Flow it out. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Take the left side. Warrior one, full expression, full breath. Chaturanga Dandasana, plant the hands. Flow with your breath. Move. Up dog. Take child's pose. Let's do a shoulder stretch. I feel like that'll feel nice here. So from child's pose, thread the right arm underneath the left shoulder. Rest onto your right cheek. Put some weight, some opening into that right shoulder. Just let the weight rest down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. It's like feeling the vitality you generated just with a few sun salutations, like 10 minutes of work. Well, my body already feels like it's in a different place. Switch sides. Child's pose, and then the left arm under the right shoulder. Just resting the left cheek down. Deep breaths. Maybe sit a little deeper onto your heels. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Fill your lungs up. And empty out. Child's pose. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Lift your right foot up. Step through crescent lunge. Reach the arms out. Hands to heart center. Twist. Option like you can hook the left elbow to the knee. I'm going to take my left hand down to the inside of my right foot, reach the right arm up. This can also be a block, even if you need to bring the floor a bit closer. Finding the twist in the upper body. Keep that right foot at 12 o'clock, left heel lifted up over the toes. Inhale. Wrap your right shoulder blade back. Breathe. Twist. Again. Go a little deeper. One more. Breath in. Full breath out. Warrior two. Open up. Press through the outer edge of that back foot. Sink down into your lunge. Soften the shoulders. Create space there in the upper body. Nice long neck. Lifting the crown of the head up as you descend down into that right knee. Breathe in. Soften the muscles in your face. Firm up the muscles in your legs, your core. Breathe in. Breathe out. A little deeper. Keep pressing into the feet. Full breath in. Full breath out. Take one more. Steady the gaze. See your front middle finger. Flip your palm. Keep your eyes on that finger. Flip and reverse back. Peaceful warrior. Hold the lunge. Stay here. 2 breaths in. Reach a little further. Big side body stretch. One more. Big inhale here. Lengthen it. Plant your hand down or elbow to knee for extended side angle. Keep the lunge. Left arm reaches up. Or the option there for the half bind, if that feels nice. Left hand on your lower back. Of course, if there's more for you, take it, right? Just if I'm modifying to like make it a little more gentle, that doesn't mean you can't inspire yourself to go into a full bind or a bird of paradise. If that's in your practice, take it on. Teacher here is a guide in your practice. Your body is truly what's leading you through. Stay inspired with possibility of where your body can take you right here. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Fill your lungs. Deepen whatever expression you're in. One more full breath. Hold for the breath out. Step back, high plank on your inhale. Low plank. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Lift your left foot up. Step through crescent lunge. Keep lifted through that back leg. Squaring the hips, left hip back, right hip forward, and then a big reach up through the upper body. Sink down into the front knee. Breath in. Breath out. Fire it up. Hands to heart center. Draw the crown of the head forward as you twist. And again, option to hook the right elbow to the left knee with your hands at heart center, or modification, right hand down inside the left foot, left arm up. That back leg will try to get lazy sometimes, right? The heel will dip, the knee will dip. Draw the right heel forward, lift the right kneecap. Keep twisting the upper body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press through the four corners of that left foot. See if your lunge can sink a little deeper. One more. Inhale. Stay and twist. Warrior two. Come up. Ground that back foot. Find your gaze. Soften your shoulders. Big breath in. Big breath out. Stay here. Steady breath. Bring ease. Be a challenging pose. Really, the challenge is often mental more than the physical. The physicality can change pretty easily. You can shift into a different variation. You can soften where you need to. If you're actually listening in this moment, not from the past, not from the future, right here, right now. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. See if you can go a little further in the lunge. Exhale all the air in your lungs. Flip and reverse on your breath in. Peaceful warrior. Hold it. 2 breaths. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, press through your feet. Strong legs. 1 more. Big stretch. Lengthen. And then come into extended side angle. Left elbow to the knee, or left hand down to the ground, or a block. Options for the right arm, you can have the hand on the sacrum, reaching up to the ceiling. Bind, bird of paradise, any variation, take it on in your body. 5 breaths. Still breathing. With purpose, with focus. Full inhale. Full exhale. Couple more. Go to your edge, find it. Start calling that intention that you might have said at the beginning when I invited you to, like for me, restoration, and bringing in that experience. Whatever you need to do, breath by breath, to modify the practice, to make sure that you're in that work. Whatever word you might have chosen, whatever intention you might have set. Breathe in. Stay for the breath out. Plant the hands. Step back as you inhale. High plank. Exhale. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Step. Walk. Hop. Get to the top of your mat. Come up to a flat back. And fold. Take the fold here for a minute. So feet nice and wide as your mat, or at least as wide as your hips, and then scoop up your big toes with your first 2 fingers. And you don't have to hold up your neck, yeah? Really letting go. Feel that. The weight of the head pulling down, stretching the spine. It feels nice to just gently bend one knee and then the other, sway from side to side. And shake your head out. Yes and no. Really letting go of any unnecessary tension right here in this fold. Breathe in. And breathe out. Another breath. Let go of something else. Really soften into it. Fullest inhale. Fullest exhale. Let go of the toes. Bring your feet back to touch. Or heels just wider than the toes. Yeah, for me, like it actually doesn't feel great for my big toes to come all the way to touching a lot of the time because of my knees. Sit down in a chair. What's important is that there's more weight in the heels. The heels are wider than the toes. Really working legs, core, glutes. Get all that engaged. Hands to heart center and twist. Option to hook the left elbow to the right knee, as we often do. Modification here is right hand onto your sacrum, your lower back, left hand to your outer right thigh, and just really using that as leverage to twist here. Breathe in. Wrap the right shoulder back. Keep them integrated. Engage through the upper body. Lengthen through the crown of the head, and then twist. Really press into your feet. Hug into your core. Full breath in. Stay for the breath out. Keep your seat right here. Come to center Utkatasana and then switch sides. Left side twist. Strong muscle engagement. And find your deepest expression as it lands right here for you. Knees in line. Yeah, keep the knees aligned. Keep the core strong. For 3. For 2. Go deeper. Take one more breath in. Stay for your breath out. Center Utkatasana. Keep the seat. And then exhale to fold. Gorilla. Feet wide again. At least as wide as your hips. Slide your palms underneath your feet. Such a nice wrist stretch. Really get as much as you can pressing down through the tops of the hands into the mat. Let go of the weight of the head. Let's do a quick scan of your body. Check in. I'm feeling a little more open than when I first hit my mat this morning. I was feeling pretty creaky. I'm going up north, like backcountry canoe camping this week. So I'm just really like listening to my body. This is not the time to do anything where I might further the injury when I've got to go paddling and carrying a canoe through the woods. It's just listening. This practice can be very fiery. It can be really like a workout. Beyond the benefit of the mindfulness practice, which is really truly what yoga is. The workout is a benefit, a side effect. Even more fiery Vinyasa, Yang style of practice, there can still, with modifications, be a lot of restoration possible. It's really what you are generating breath by breath. Take an inhale. Soften a little deeper into the fold. Long breath in. Long breath out. Take another breath. Release your feet. So I'm going to take bear pose today. Keep your feet as wide as your hips. If you want crow, go for it. Bear's great. It works the same muscles, really. Just not with the balancing and less tension in the shoulders and the upper body. So from here, plant your hands in front of your feet to start for supported bear. So feet and hands hip distance apart. Press down through your 4 corners of both hands and both feet. And then come into a squat here. So you're going to start to bend the knees. Line your elbows up. Your knees up with the backs of your triceps. And then you want to really push back into your triceps and your knees. Like keep that connection. Really engage it. Kind of wiggle your torso in between your legs and start to hug in the inner thigh muscles into the side body. Hug in your belly button up to your spine. Breathe in. Feel length in the neck. So instead of letting the head kind of be loose, find that big stretch from your tailbone right to the crown of your head. And from here, this is supported bear. You can stay with the hands down and that connection of knees to triceps. My legs are shaking. So good. Lots of work here. Keep the core engaged. Keep the inner thighs hugging the torso. And if you want full expression, it's arms up over the head. You can even take a block between your hands or imagine you're squeezing something just to create more connection, more arms, more shoulders, more core. For 5, for 4, squeezing in. 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Lengthen, lift the upper arm bones. If you're in full expression, take 1 more breath in and release. Hands down and then lift the hips up. Slow. You can just kind of sway from side to side, bend one knee and then the other. Toe heel, your feet back together. Big toes touching or almost touching, heels wider than the toes. Come up to a flat back. Fold. Sweep all the way up. Big tree on the right side. Hands at heart center. It can be a kickstand. You can bring your right foot to your inner left calf, your inner left thigh. Push the left leg back into the right foot. Pull the belly in. Support that. Lower back. Trunk nice and strong. And then grow. Full expression. Deep breaths. If you're reaching your arms up, what you're not doing is lifting your shoulders all up and crunching them into your neck and ears. Feel like all that space, shoulder blades onto the back. Lift through the chest, through the fingertips. In and out. Press into that left foot. Grow your tree a little bit taller. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Press down, pull in, create lift and expression out. And release. Switch sides. Tree on the left. Set it up. Take your time. Intentional in building the foundation, getting into the pose, not rushing, not wasting time. Be here. Press the right foot down. Press the right leg into the left foot. Pull belly button to spine. Engage it. Lift through the chest, the fingertips, the gaze. Grow. Expand. 3 breaths. In and out. Reach. Open up. 1 more breath. And release. Hands to heart center. Your next inhale, sweep the arms up, extended mountain pose. Fold forward. Flat back. Step back, high to low. Your exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot, warrior 1, step through. Exhale, open to warrior 2. Trikonasana, straighten out the right leg. Reach forward, keep reaching with the right hand, and then bring it down. Palm to shin. We're using a block here. Outside the foot, yeah? Bring the right hand outside of the right leg as opposed to the inside, just creating more space to lean back and open up a twist here. Check your knees aren't locked out, okay? So not hyperextended here. There's a little micro bend, still straight legs, not rigid. Inhale. Lean back. Shoulder blades back. Finding an opening through the chest, opening through the side body here, your right side body especially, nice and long. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Look to your left hand, see it, lengthen the neck. As you breathe into your next breath, pull yourself up to stand. Side facing wide leg fold. Turn your right toes in so you parallel the feet to the ends of the mat. Hands to your hips. Fold and lead with your chest. Come down into the fold. Hands on the ground. Just let go of the upper body. Sometimes for some people there can be, issues with just letting the head go. It might cause you dizziness. It might actually be like really uncomfortable. Sometimes that discomfort is actually the stretch you're looking for. It's like, again, there's a difference between pain. You don't want to be dizzy. You don't want to fall over. That's different than just really allowing that big, huge stretch through the thoracic spine between the shoulder blades, right down through the neck. By allowing the head to go. Just like it's dangling on a string. No tension in those muscles. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you practice headstand, go for it. Again, with the stuff I'm feeling in my neck and my shoulder, I've been taking a little bit of a break from headstands. I do one pretty much every day, as I've mentioned on this channel. It's listening to the body. I could do a headstand right now. Would I feel it in my neck and shoulder later? I probably would, so there's no need. Breathe in. Breathe out. Grounding here. Press into the feet. Strengthen the legs. Long inhale. Long exhale. Come up to a flat back. Stretched from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And then walk your hands over to your right foot. You're going to turn your right foot to face 12 o'clock. Step the left foot in enough to get the heel on the ground. Yeah, so still a nice wide stance from your front to back foot, but not so far back that your heel can't hit the ground. Okay, so get it in, press down the heel. Might be way shorter than my stance. It's your body. Find that. And then pull the right hip bone back. Oh, yeah, so good. Waking up the legs. Right hip back, left hip forward. Really pressing through the mounds of the big toes on both feet. Let your upper body go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Flat back, lengthen the spine. Twisted triangle. Nice place for a block as well. So taking the block to the right foot, left hand down, right hand up. Right hand on your sacrum, on your lower back. Long spine. Feel that stretch the crown of the head and the tailbone in opposite directions. Wrap the right shoulder blade even further back. More twist. More length. More twist. One more time. In. Stay and breathe it out. Plant your hands, step back on the inhale. Lower down on the exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot. Warrior one. Step through. Open to warrior two. Trikonasana. Straighten the legs. Soften both knees and then reach forward. You keep reaching. Find space in the side body and then come down. Left hand to a block or to your shin. Right shoulder integrates. Draw it back. Check the knees. They might try to lock out on you. Do the work of those stabilizing muscles. You soften the joints and then you build strength to support them. In and out. Look up. Lean back. Couple more. Space in the side body. Twist a little more open. See that top hand? On your next breath in, you'll pull yourself up to stand. Turn the left foot in. So your feet are parallel. Hands interlace at the lower back. Bound wide leg, side facing fold. Come down. If you've got tightness in the shoulders, you can use a strap between your hands, but also just a nice generous bend in the elbows might create some more space there for you. Let go of the weight of the head. Really do that. Just let it be nice and loose. Long breath in. Long breath out. Fullest inhale. Press your feet, lift into your inner thigh muscles. The knees are soft here. They're never rigid in the joints. Let there be softness, malleability. Full breath in. Full breath out. Come up to a flat back. You can keep the binder, let it go. Lengthen the spine. And then you'll move into pyramid. I'll let go of my bind here. Toes at 12 o'clock on the left side. Step the right foot in enough to get the heel down. And then fold over that front leg. What really wakes up this pose is getting into the feet and legs. It's that left hip bone plugging back. Pulling inner ankles towards the back of the mat. They don't move. It's an energetic. Like you press into the feet, inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Let go of the head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Couple more. Long inhale. Long exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come up to a flat back, stretch the spine. Step back to a high plank, option to drop to the knees. And you'll lower all the way down to your belly. We'll take Sphinx Pose today. Come onto your forearms. Get your elbows in by your low ribs, and on your forearms, you're going to lift up the chest. Actually, a little bit further forward with my elbows. Yes, there we go. Elbows under the shoulders. Point your toes back. And then this pose wakes up as you start to kind of draw the chest through the arms. Imagine you're pulling your elbows back towards your hips. Like nothing moves. Again, it's an isometric activation. You press down into the forearms. Draw elbows to hips. Chest forward. Pull it through your arms. And if it feels nice, you can let the head roll forward. That might feel nice here. Or you can keep that lengthening up through the crown of the head. Your choice. Take about 10 breaths here. Your variation, just be in it. And if you want something else, then do something else. We're on our belly here. You can do some locust. You can do a floor bow. I just know that that's not going to feel the best. I mean, locust would probably be okay. Floor bow, not right now. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lengthen through the spine. Whether you're lifting the head or you're rounding it forward, there's creating a lengthening there through the thoracic, through the neck. A few more. In and out. Breathe. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Last one. And release. Come down. Bring your arms back beside your body, one cheek to the floor. It's belly shavasana for a moment. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Well, let's do a half frog on each side for a few breaths. So cactus the arms. Take that 90-degree bend at the elbows. Elbows in line with the shoulders. And you'll take one knee out to the side. I'll do the left side so you can see it. So taking the knee out to the side, looking for that alignment, okay? So knee in line with the hip as opposed to the knee being up too high or back too far. You want that 90-degree bend at the hip crease, 90-degree bend at the knee, and then flex your foot out to the side. So you're not pointing the toes back, you're flexing them. 90-degree bend at the ankle. Bring the cheek down to the floor. Just letting go. Certain muscles might try to activate. Really, nothing has to be working very much at all here. Two more breaths in. Out. Let go of tension. Send the bent leg back and switch sides. Opposite leg bends out to the side. Foot is flexed. And the more restorative poses with less intensity, less movement. The challenge, the work is really keeping your mind here, present. Still not listening for what your body needs. Beginning of the practice, keeping it here. Long inhale. Let it out through your mouth. Straighten out both legs. Bring your hands back by your low ribs. Lift up into a cobra pose. Or an upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Walk to the top of your mat. Come down onto your back. Set up into bridge pose. Lift up. Feels so good in bridge to really press through the back of your skull. Get that support through the neck and the shoulders. Really nice, like pressing down the skull. Press into your triceps and get your shoulder blades, like wiggle them together under your back. Generating that lift through the hips by engaging glutes, legs, core. Keep grounded through the backs of the arms, through the feet, through the skull. Press down to lift up. Breathe in. And breathe out. 3 more. 2. Go a little higher. Really get that. Working the glutes. Feel a little bit more lift through the hips. Breathe in. Come all the way down. Let your knees fall from side to side. We're going to go back up just for one more. Bridge again or wheel. So you maybe can guess, I'm just going to skip the wheel for today. I practiced on Thursday. I did held the wheel for the whole time, 20 breaths, and it felt good at the time. And now my neck and shoulder is sore, so I'm just going to leave that. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you always have to do it. Lift up into your back bend, bridge or wheel. Listening to your body, taking the variation that actually empowers you, that's restorative. Restoration can come from some fire sometimes, like burning through any of that stuff that holds you back. And sometimes it's doing less. If all you do is more and exhaust yourself, then just let there be ease, softness, compassion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Fullest expression, whatever you are in. And then come all the way down. Supta, Baddha, Konasana. Soles of your feet together, knees wide. Take your right hand on your belly, your left hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Just allow your body to land here. Do that quick scan again. Where is there tension? Might be like residual tension that you came onto your mat with. Just check in if there's any there. Might be tension you've built through the work of the practice, through that back bend. See if there's any tension you can let go of. Channel your breath to those areas. Soften them. Deep breath in. Oh. Mr. P, you're fine. We're almost done, baby. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Let's make some circles in each direction with your knees, really massaging that lower back into the floor. I'm going to stay on my back for thread the needle option here to go into half pigeon if that's what you want to take. Any hip pose. Listen to what your body's asking for. Tell that my knee's not going to love a half pigeon right now, so I'm just going to go right here. Draw that left knee in, push the right knee out if you're in half pigeon, or if you're in thread the needle. If you're in half pigeon, you're just going to rest into it. Yeah, just like really settling in. Finding your breath. Oh, you're fine. Just lie down, buddy. Just lie down. You're fine. We're almost done. You're going to walk after. You're good. Very handsome. Deepen whatever expression of whatever pose you're in. It's not stagnant, not waiting for the next pose, but really here in this one, taking the most you can from it. Breathe in, breathe out. One more, full breath. And if there's any variation you want to take, like you can go into a king pigeon, a double pigeon. I'm going to move to figure 4 stretch. So straightening out my left leg, pressing up through the left heel. The rest of the body stays the same, just kind of shifts the stretch a little bit. Pull in, push out that right knee if you're in one of the versions on your back. Or whatever version you're in, find your fullest expression. 3 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. For 2. One more breath. Get nice and deep. And release. And you'll switch sides. Go to the left. Whatever pose you're in, set it up with purpose, intentionally get there, and then move through. Breath by breath. KPP. Just relax. Take a couple more breaths where you are. If you can settle in deeper to the sensations, take it on. Find that fullest expression. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you're going to move into a different variation, do that now. Stay with your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you're not on your back, make your way down onto your back again. Like a happy baby here. No rush. Get there. Bring your knees in. I'm going to move into Plow Pose. So instead of taking the seated forward fold, it's really the same form. It's on the back, right? So this actually feels so good on my neck. Nice counter stretch to the neck. Press through the back of the skull. Your feet might not reach all the way to the ground. If they do, if the toes can touch down, press the heels back. Keep space in your neck. Yeah, you should still be able to breathe. Nice and free. Well, thank you, buddy. Very nice. Getting foot kisses. Okay. All right, that's a lot. Good. Nice. Thank you. Good boy. And then from here, if you're in the plow, option for an inversion. Yeah, so I'm going to come from plow to waterfall. Be very crawny. You can go into a shoulder stand. No, it's kind of backwards. That's okay. Find your inversion. If you've got the headstand waiting, then take it on. Really allowing yourself to wind down, approaching final rest and getting your mind ready for it. It's not the time now to start thinking about what's next in your day. Might be the tendency for the brain to try. Thoughts might try to pop in. They probably will. Acknowledge the thoughts and come back to the physical, the breath, the sounds around you, things that anchor you in this moment. 5 more. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Come down onto your back. Extend the left leg long. Draw the right knee into your chest. Supine twist. Cross your right knee over your body. Keep the right shoulder on the floor. Inhale. Go a bit further into the twist. One more. Come back through center. Shift your hips over to the left. little bit. Draw the left knee in, right leg straight. Supine twist across the body. Keep the shoulder down as best you can. You don't have to get your knee all the way over. It's keeping that upper body stable. Breath by breath, guide yourself a little deeper. Full inhale, full exhale. One more. Twist. Come back to center. Give your knees a final squeeze here. Hug in tight. Really curl up into a little ball. Squeeze that last breath of tension right here. And release. Final Shavasana. Close the eyes. Land in stillness. I'll read from Journey to the Heart. It's a new moon today. It's a good day for manifesting new things in your life. If you're catching this on August 8th, that's the day that it's being recorded. Touch the timeless rhythms of life. Chaco Canyon, New Mexico touched me deeply, profoundly. It sang to my soul. I walked through the canyon reviewing the remnants of the Anasazi culture, touching, seeing, experiencing what was left of their sophisticated society, a civilization over 2,000 years old. I felt reverence and humility as I touched the stones of a culture that no longer existed. I could almost see the people who lived there, busy with their work, their relationships, their goals, their fears, and their hopes. Just like us. I wondered if they knew that someday their society would be extinct, gone, vanished. I wondered if they knew how important they were, how each of us plays a tiny part in the eternal dance of the universe. It's so easy to become consumed by the details of our lives, to be impressed with the technology of our own society, to get lost in the business and busyness of our ways. But it's important to remember ancient cultures, other civilizations, other lives lived long ago. The lessons of our planet, the timeless lessons of love and of life. I wept with wonder, awe, and joy at how important yet humble each of our lives is. My soul vibrated with the awareness of eternity, with the infinite rhythms of life. I lingered at Chaco Canyon, not wanting to leave. A still voice whispered to my soul, reminding me that I could return as often as I needed and wanted, because this place was now part of me, part of my heart. Allow your soul to awaken. Allow it to soar. Touch the timeless rhythms and cycles of life. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a big stretch. You'll bring yourself up to a seated position. Keep your eyes closed. Sit up tall. Hands together at the center of your chest. Take a breath in together. Open your mouth, let it go. Thumbs to the center of your forehead. The soul in me acknowledges the soul in you. We finish the practice together with a bow. Thank you. Hopefully that felt good in your body. I know I definitely do not feel more sore. I feel nice and loose and open now, which is what I needed today. So please comment, let me know how it felt. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the practice with somebody that you think might enjoy it if you finished it up. And just, yeah, let me know if you're enjoying the class. I'm always happy to be here with you, whether you're out there with me live, like a few of you are, or if you catch these classes later in the week. Have an awesome rest of your day. Keep moving your body, keep nourishing your body, stay connected to a daily mindfulness practice, and I will see you again next Sunday, if not before. Take care. You're such a good boy today. Yeah, you're a good boy. Okay. Good one. Even if you cause me chronic injuries because you're such a beast. Awesome. I'm glad it felt good. Ed, Carrie, nice. Have an awesome day. I will see you soon. Bye now.